Start Class 9 History The French Revolution Part 1. Before starting the chapter, we should know what is the meaning of revolution. Revolution means a sudden, radical, or complete change. Activity or movement designed to effect fundamental changes in socio-economic situations. As everything is having its history, same as ideas of liberty, freedom, and fraternity is also having its history. By looking at the French Revolution, we will read a small part of that history. The French Revolution led to the end of monarchy in France. A society based on privileges gave way to a new system of governance. The Declaration of Rights of Men during the Revolution announced the coming of a new time. The idea that all individuals had rights and could claim equality became part of a new language of politics. These notions of equality and freedom emerged as the central ideas of a new age, but in different countries they were reinterpreted and rethought in many different ways. One incident had taken place in France, that was on 14 July 1789. The people of Paris, they stormed the Bastille fort. Around 7,000 men and women gathered together in front of the town hall, formed a people's militia, and broke into government buildings looking for arms. They finally stormed the Bastille, the fortress prison, searching for ammunition. In the fight of that, the commander of Bastille was killed and the 7 prisoners released. The Bastille, which represented the despotic rule of the king, was destroyed and its stone fragments were sold and souvenir of its destruction. Here we should know that why the people they had done this, what was the reason behind their anger, why these incidents were taking place in France. We will see the reasons of these things in the further contents. There were many causes leading to the revolution. Some of the causes were political causes, social causes, economic causes, and intellectual causes. Political causes were related to the king and his administrative system. Social causes were related to the social structure on that the French society was based on. Economic causes were related to the economic activities of the country, the business and the revenue system, the taxes, those were collected by the government. Intellectual causes were related to the new ideas which started beginning in the France. The people, they started thinking about their rights such as liberty, freedom, their other rights they wanted to get. The new ideas emerged among the people. Philosophers, they also played a vital role in the emergence of new ideas. Now we'll discuss the root reason of the French Revolution, which was related to the politics of France. Louis XVI of the Bourbon family ascended the throne in 1774 at the age of 20. His wife, Marie Antoinette, was an Austrian princess. The administrative system was defective and disorganized. The king was weak to take the decision. He was lethargic. His temperament was also not good for the people. The masses did not enjoy individual freedom. People were not having right to get the equality, to ask question to the government. So these kind of common rights were not given to the people. There was no uniform legal system. Different places were having different legal system within the same country. Louis XVI inherited an empty treasury. Now a question arises here, why was the treasury empty? Now see the reasons behind the empty treasury. Why was the treasury empty? The war had drained the financial resources of France. The cost of maintenance of the extravagant court Versailles. The king lived in Versailles Palace, which was a big palace, a huge palace, and the maintenance cost was also very high. Louis XVI had helped 13 American colonies to get their freedom. That also put France under the heavy burden of loans. The France had to pay a huge amount of interest for that loan, which was charged by the landlords. A society of estates. Now here we will see French society was divided into three estates in 18th century, and we can say that was the main reason, the root reason behind the French Revolution, the division of society. The first estate belonged to clergy, second estate belonged to nobility, the third estate was divided into three subcategories. The first estate was clergy, second estate was nobility, and the third estate belonged to different people. The first subcategory of third estate was big businessmen, court officials, lawyers, administrative officials, etc. Second subcategory of third estate was small farmers, artisans, and the third subcategory of third estate was very small farmers, laborers, and servants. This provision was very, very a problem, a huge problem for the French society. Here the taxes were collected from the third estate only, and the first two estates were exempted from the taxation. Means clergy, nobility, they had not to pay the taxes. All the taxes were collected from the third estate only. As they were poor, so their survival was very difficult there, because they were not having economic condition, good economic condition. They had to pay a lot of taxes imposed by the government. Clergy and nobility, they had not to pay taxes. They were enjoying the privileges by birth.